and welcome to another day of drafting with me, Gabriel Haynes. You know how it is. If you like the channel, please subscribe, please comment, please enjoy, please let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. We're going to take a Bone Crusher here. Bone Crusher easy, pack one, pick one, great card, 2 for 1. What else do you need? Alright, some good options here. Ember Shieldbreaker is a great card. Bacon to a Pie, also a great card. Dragonfire, also a great card. So a really nice pack overall. I think I'll just take the Scorching Dragonfire. Hope to wheel Shieldbreaker or Knight possibly, or something. Now we can take Easy Slaying Fire. Some good black cards we're passing on, but gotta stay committed to red. Boom, Shieldbreaker. I really like this card. I think most people undervalue it, but being able to get rid of a artifact is really good, really nice. This pack is pretty bad. Skullmarker Ogre is not a card I'm very impressed with. Fling could be okay, but maybe we just take the Ogre if we want to be aggro red. Could be okay, but like none of these cards are really exciting. This could be fine. No, it won't. This could be okay, but Gingerbrute could be okay, but I'll take the Ogre. It's possible if you're mono red, it's good enough. Well, that's a reason to move into green, or mono red for that matter. Rimrock Knight would also be nice, but Smasher is a really impressive card. 4 mana for a 5/5 is really strong. So now we have Ferocity, which could be okay. Most of our cards are not human currently. Ferocity with a Giant is pretty nasty. We really want some more late game cards. Once in Future could be good, but I'm pretty happy with Ferocity here. So now we don't have a ton of options. Blow Your House Down could be a finisher for this deck. We could also just take a 3/3 Hengewalker. Could be just a fine 3 mana play. So if we want to go the mono red route, Blow Your House Down could be okay, or the Hengewalker. I'll just take the Hengewalker, it's a creature. Skullmarker Ogre or Fling. I think just another Ogre. We do need some more cheap cards, but Fling is not really a cheap card. Barge In could be a nice trick. Slipper could also be nice with most of our cards here. But I'll take the first Slipper, who knows. And then now we can take a Drawbridge, Fling, Gingerbrute. Okay, and boom, staying with mono red, Opportunistic Dragon. 2 target, I mean, that's just a good 4 mana flyer. Yeah, pretty easy here. Trainer is an okay card, but I think Barrage is probably where we want to be. I mean, we really want some more cheap removal, but Barrage is a nice card regardless. Trainer is not amazing. Ferocity Red Cap is probably a card that we need. That's pretty late. Edgewall Innkeeper. We don't have a ton of adventure. We have 2 adventure creatures. Edgekeeper is really strong. And I don't really want another Barrage. It is a pheasant, but I think we could just take the Edgewell Innkeeper here. It's pretty nice, pretty strong card. Rimrock Knight, another nice, aggressive, cheap card. That's exactly what we're looking for. It's also an adventure for the Innkeeper if we want to go that route. Now there's not a ton of green, but an Embereth Paladin is fine for what we're trying to do. Really want some more cheap stuff. Cheap cards. Carver might be okay. We already have a Slipper. Cauldron is okay. We already have a lot of like chip damage, like removal, like damage-based removal. So I'll take Carver here, but I'm not sure we're gonna end up playing that. Trebuchet could be okay, just to get in those final points of damage. And if we want to be the adventure deck with an Edgewell Innkeeper, we can take a Curious Pair. I don't think we're gonna end up doing that, but another Ferocity. But Jousting Dummy is a nice 2-drop. Another dummy. Don't really matter. All right, so pretty good pack there, and we can follow it up with another Slaying Fire. Barrage is also good, but looking at our curve, probably don't want to play these. Probably want to play that. I don't think we're playing green at this point. So we have a decent amount of 2s right now with those double jousting dummies coming in late. We have a couple of knights, so Joust could be okay, but I think Slaying Fire is just where we want to be. It's 4 damage to anyone, basically anything in our deck. Seeing Barrage would be good too, but Slaying Fire is just a really nice card. And we can continue with a Rimrock Knight. Thrill of Possibility is also a nice consideration. We don't have any way to like smooth out our draws, so we probably want to take Thrill here actually. Just having one spell that lets you, get rid of a land or something is quite nice. But we could also just be 16 land deck, and Rimrock Knight is pretty much exactly what we want to do. So I'll take the Knight here. So yeah, now we have the Merchant of the Veil, which is kind of what I was talking about. It's a pretty nice card, and we have so many adventure creatures for the Innkeeper. We may want to end it. We may want to play it. I'm not really sure. Well, that's a nice reason to be mono red. So pretty happy about that. Blow your house down. It's fine. If we want more 2-drops, I don't think we want another 4-drop. I don't think we want to play these ogres necessarily. We have enough 4s. And a 3/4 doesn't. We don't have a ton of knights or anything, so maybe just this knight is fine. 7 dwarves. Probably not playing it. Paladin could be okay. Actually, Dwarven Mine is a nice card in our deck. We're mono red. And we got the Thrill anyway. Alright, so the deck turned out to be pretty nice. Really nice and aggressive deck here. I think we don't need Crystal Slipper and Drawbridge, so I'll take that out. Take out a land. We don't need that many Hengewalkers. Blow your house down could be okay. Thrill is okay. Fling, I don't know if we want to fling in this deck. We have... Maybe we can just take another Ogre out. Giant's good. Trebuchet is pretty good. We have a lot of knights, cheap knights. Veil could be good. We probably don't even need the Thrill if we just want... like, we don't need these cards, so I'm not sure if we're going to play them. Ferocity seems good. We don't have that many humans, I don't think. Humans, we only have 3 humans, so that's... Ferocity seems good in this deck. So I think Blow Your House Down just doesn't really mean... It's not really what we need to be doing. Crystal Slipper is good. Do you want 2 ways to give haste, like a Drawbridge and a Slipper? Or maybe 2 Slippers? Or do we just want another creature? How many creatures do we have? 15, so probably another creature is good. Yeah, it's a very nice aggressive deck. Do we have any more knights up here? I would play another Embereth Paladin if we had it. What is our curve looking like? 2 and 8, so maybe we even just cut another land? Is that possible? 16 land deck? Nah, but we have a lot of 4-drops. And I don't think we need Thrill between Lock Dragon and Merchant of the Veil. We have a few ways, like enough ways just to cycle a card, but I don't know what else we put in. Maybe another Slipper. But we need more creatures if possible. Could put in another Hengewalker. And take out Thrill. It's just a good creature, works with Ferocity, works with a Slipper, works with like a Rimrock Knight and stuff. Yeah, seems okay. Have a lot of reach damage with Fling, Scorching. Well, Scorching's not reach, but Slaying Dragonfire. So yeah, deck seems pretty good. Mono red, I've never played this before, but let's try it. Alright, this hand seems they like to keep. Good aggressive hand. We got a 2-drop, and then some hasty creatures later on with Paladin. Hopefully they play an artifact we can kill, but you know. Actually, never mind. Never mind. So usually you want to keep the Paladin, like the Shield Breaker, until you actually can get some extra value out of it, but I really want to start attacking as soon as possible. So we can play this, we can play a Slipper and equip. The next turn we can just go ahead, play a Embereth Paladin and attack for more. Tempting Witch, it's fine. So I think I'm okay to trade Shield Breaker for Witch, since we're gonna have this 1/1 to attack, and remember that's just a 2/1, it's not really a 3/1. So being able to trade with the Witch there seems good. And then next turn we have a Hasty Smasher, and they're looking to play a double black, maybe bake into a pie. But we're pretty much smashing them at this point. And then we actually just have lethal with Slaying Fires, which is pretty nasty. So that was a really nice aggro start. That's really how the deck wants to play out. If you wait too long against us, you're dead, basically. Of course he has some food and everything, but you can't also play cards and also utilize the food. So when you have a hollow bake into a pie, you also have a hollow food token. Pretty funny. And now he's ramping. That's bad for you, bro. That's really bad. So he's gonna play a what? A Curious Bear, and then play the Curious Bear. Oh, Ferocity as well. Jeez Louise. So he's just dead, right? So if we just alright, good game. Super, not even close. Just destroyed. Just mauled with an aggro deck. Aggro red. Woo! Spicy. Spicy, spicy, spicy. Alright, let's roll it back. So the thing with the Ogre, the Skullknocker Ogre, I think it's okay, right? If you're in an aggro red deck, I mean, and you're just curving out, and you hit them on turn 5 or 4 even with a Slipper, they're probably getting rid of a random good card. I mean, it could be anything, but late in the game it gets worse. But I could see how it has a little bit of upside. I mean, I don't know. It's just random. It's really random. It's kind of an odd choice as a... Definitely an odd color. I mean, why would you make a card like that? Doesn't really make sense, but go first, so pretty happy. We just need 1 land for the rest of our cards. Jousting Dummy on 2. Anytime we have a 2-drop, we're going to be happy. If we don't draw true, well, I don't know. Not every tale ends in glory. Weasel would be good in this deck as well. Weasel red back wet cap. Oh, that's bad. Hard counter to our Jousting Dummy here. Curious Pair. Most likely no attacks. Okay. So I think we'll just play the Hengewalker and attack. Hengewalker can get past this Curious Pair as well. I don't think there's much reason to do anything else. We could technically kill this and attack with a Ginger Brute, but seems kind of weak. Maybe that was the right play, just to get in 3 damage. But honestly, the Bone Crusher does 3 damage on 2 damage on its own, so what's the big difference, huh? Okay, so I think we just attack now with the Hengewalker, and well, actually that's not true. I think I'm gonna play the Ginger Brute. Well, that's not true either because it can just block. But actually, I don't mind that trade. And then I'll probably just Malevolent Noble end of turn, and if they want to double block the Hengewalker, they can. They probably won't do that. Or we could have just slammed this Rampart Smasher. Sure. So getting the Brute out of the way is pretty nice so that our Jousting Dummy can attack, although in the face of a Curious Pair it can't, but okay. So we could Slaying Fire this Edgewall Innkeeper, but since they're stuck on land, it's probably better just to play out the Rampart Smasher. They're not going to be able to deploy like the rest of their stuff. They're even considering chump blocking here, because they are taking a lot of damage, of course, but And basically, they're gonna have to chump block the Rampart Smasher till the end of time. They need like Epic Downfall or something. Savvy Hunter. They didn't even play their Adventure Creature here. So now we can just Slaying Fire the Savvy Hunter, attack all. Seems okay. Letting them draw cards with the Innkeeper versus the Savvy Hunter is a little bit different, since the Savvy Hunter is just instant speed. They don't have to spend their mana on doing it. The thing is, if they want to, go ahead and use the Edgewall Innkeeper, and in that situation they just didn't have the mana to do it. So let's say they play the Curious Pair, hit their land drop, they probably only use 2 mana that turn. Yeah, they hit a 3rd land, but now they really don't have any good blocks, especially since we had the Slaying Fire in hand. So alright, I go first. This hand is bad. We don't have any creatures here. This hand is better. I think we can get rid of like Fling, or maybe a 4-drop, honestly. I think I'll just get rid of the worst 4-drop, because, I mean, how many 4-drops can we have, right? Grieve Soul. So just play the Rimrock Knight here. Now we really want to land. Setsusaka. Eye Collector. Oh. Okay. Ferocity. I think we just play it and attack. This is a human, so it doesn't get the bonus, but you do get in damage here, and no matter what, the Eye Collector trades with the Knight, so I don't know. It's not a great chump block. I mean, I don't know what to do there. Could hold it back, but it's good they're not playing anything. I really want to land. Okay, that's fine. To counter that is fine. Revenge of Ravens doesn't really do what I think they want it to do. So we could pass and then just do 2 damage to their sprite when they play it next turn. Could also look to just resolve the Bone Crusher, but it seems pretty likely that they're just going to play that. So it looks like they have a counterspell, and they might counter this, which is not terrible for us, since we really just want to land for any one of our 4-drops. There's the land, so now we'll just play the Smasher. So let's see what they play here. Another Revenge is okay. Our creatures are big, although it doesn't validate that Ginger Boot. And we do have lethal next turn with Fling. So we'll see. Well, they probably won't attack with the Hypnotic Sprite though, so. Smasher can't be blocked by that Foulmire, so I'm pretty happy about that. So we just continue to attack with the Smasher exclusively. He should attack here with the Sprite though. Smasher having Trample is pretty nice, since that way we're guaranteeing basically that we're doing damage every turn. He doesn't know that he can't block it, so he's probably very sad. He's probably so sad. If he doesn't block here, we can just get him with Fling. Probably will block though. Just trying to save damage, I guess. I guess Skullknocker would have been better here, perhaps? Not really. So tiny, maybe? Runaway together? It's okay. I don't think I want to do anything in response. And I will play the Gingerbrute, but can't attack here, of course. So they still need a way to deal with the Smasher. Fortunately, though, Paladin still doesn't really get to attack here. Doesn't have Trample. They're just going to block it with Foulmire. Forever Young to draw a card. Again, just still attacking with the Smasher here. Should be able to get there relatively soon, but they draw like Charm Sleep or something. Could be bad. Interesting. Fling deals power, so attacking. So when it stops attacking, then it loses the 6, which I did not know. So I don't. Even if they didn't let us, if they let us hit them last turn, then okay, hits us for 2 here. Also get to gain life with the Gingerbrute right now. Which is relevant. Okay. So killing them through these revenge has been quite a challenge, even though we're holding a Fling in hand, but any one of our spells like Searing Barrage or even just this turn, if they don't play anything, then we probably just win. If they have another bounce spell, they could win, or Reaper. Okay, Reaper, does that do anything? Not really. Scorching Dragonfire, okay. So that means that we can remove this Foulmire, which means that the Embereth Paladin can attack, and then they are taking... Well, they're going to gain 4, but it still makes sense to attack. And then I think we have just Fling to finish them off. So they have to block, probably Paladin here. I guess that means we don't have lethal. Wow, we actually don't have lethal here, and we just lost. Wow, by 1. So if we Fling, wow, off by exactly 1 damage. That's nuts. Wow, that was so very disappointing. Very disappointing game there, but that's alright. You win some, you lose some. Yeah, that was just very close. I don't think we had an option but to attack. Maybe I could have thought it out more, but if we had attacked only with the Smasher, I don't know. I guess it was worth taking a second look there. I thought we would have had lethal, but we dealt them basically another extra 1, so maybe it wasn't too worth it. They would have had to block anyway. I don't know. Opponent goes first. Alright, it's fine. So I think we want to play the dummy first so that we can just Rimrock Knight. Alliance, that's really bad. That is really bad for us with all these 1 toughness creatures. So this is a game we could very easily lose. Wow. Wow, that's bad. That is really bad. So yeah. That's probably GG. I mean, what, we can't attack past any of these cards. Sure. He has infinite chump blockers. Just want to use the 2 mana here to kill one of his small guys. Doesn't seem worth it. Should we just play the Ginger Boot here? Probably. Thrill, okay. So he gets a trade with Ginger Brute. Unless you want to activate. Let's see what he blocks though. There is a chance he blocks the dummy. He should block the Ginger Brute, but there is a chance that he blocks the dummy, so I'm gonna be greedy here and just not activate the ability from the Ginger Brute. Really. No blocks at all. Okay. And I care less about... Wow, that was strange. He wants to race? That's fine. Raider? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so now we can... We have to activate the Ginger Brute. Kill something, doesn't really do anything. We could just play a 3/3. I think it's okay to play a 3/3. Can attack past our stuff. So far we're just mono artifact. Except for this Rimrock Knight. Scorching Dragonfire. Okay. Folio of Fancies. Uh-oh. So we're taking 5 here. We're just losing on all fronts. Okay, so we did, however... Let's see. Didn't say please, yeah. I think we had to resolve that there. I mean, we could have played Rimrock Knight and Pump, but getting in with 5 damage could have won us the game easily, but I don't know. So we could Rimrock Knight, a Jousting Dummy, which will make it 5. So if we draw a land and he has no blockers, we could win next turn. He wants to draw a card. Okay. He probably leaves, I mean now he has to leave black blocker, but we are dead next turn to his small flyers. So Scorching Dragonfire doesn't do it. So I think we're gonna just die. We can sack our Ginger Brute for life, but that seems bad. So if we activate Ginger Brute, and then we have to win with it this turn, which is 3, we could do 6 damage with a Fling, and then another 2 with 8 with a Bone Crusher Giant, but that doesn't seem realistic. It's not enough damage. We could attack with both, see what happens. If he doesn't block, I mean, we might be able to win. so he does not block. Interesting. Alright, so let's hit him with the Rimrock Knight. Let's see how that goes, if it goes. So we're going to do him 5. We still don't have enough damage. 5 plus... No, we don't have it. If we had one more land, we actually would have it here with a Fling plus Bone Crusher. Actually, no, not even. Not even. Okay, that being said, we're just dead. I think we are just plain old dead. Well, that sucked. That was pretty sad. Losing to Improbable Alliance like that was pretty gnarly. Not much we could have done. I mean, Sig Mike. Alright, let's take him down. Let's see. Opponent goes first. Okay. Fling has really not performed well. Youthful Knight. Okay. So aggro the aggro here. Hopefully he attacks. Trebuchet. So I think we just attack into this Trebuchet with our... It doesn't even block yet. Eventually we could Searing Barrage it, or Sling Fire it, maybe the next turn. Depending on what his blockers are. If he plays Ogre Errant, it's probably worth to get rid of the Ogre Errant. Bone Crusher is pretty nice, so I think we just Slaying Fire the Errant here, attack with the Knight. Do we have any other plays? Bone Crusher plus Fling, but that doesn't really do anything. Probably doesn't block here, but I'm not too sad because now our Jousting Dummy can attack, and that's the Trebuchet could be very scary, doing us a lot of reach damage. Drawbridge, okay. And that's good. Alright, no blocks. So unfortunately, we just have to probably Bone Crusher and play Bone Crusher his Useful Knight and play the we could attack, and if he blocks with the Drawbridge we could kill it, but I don't think that's really going to happen. Trapped in a tower, sure. So now we could fling this into the Drawbridge. So whenever it comes to target a spell, that's actually going to do us 2 damage, but it's probably worth it. So we could haggle and discard the mountain, but I kind of just want to get this down for sure. Youthful Knight can't attack past it, but I will keep the mountain in hand so that we could just use this ability if we need to. Red cap. Okay. So thankfully he can't do anything now, but I'm stuck, so I'll just activate this, get rid of the land, and just play the dummy. if we don't draw anything else relevant. Well, that's okay. We can get rid of this human. So that's pretty nice for us. So Dragon may give us an attack next turn. Same barrage. Okay. So I think we could double block here, or we could, no, actually we can't double block there. Double block here. Actually, no, we can't double block there. So that's annoying, but we're gonna be able to steal something next turn. So we're gonna go to 3. Scorching Dragonfire is good too, but we'll just play this. We're dead to a removal spell, but I don't think we can really afford to play around anything right now. We'll win next turn if he doesn't have removal for the... If he doesn't have like Searing Barrage, exactly. The red cap doesn't win on its own. And if he has some pump for the red cap, I don't care necessarily. So right now we could either Paladin and attack for lethal, or Dragonfire attack for lethal. I think we should just Paladin trades with the red cap. I think we should just go like this. So they have removal. It says oops. Ardenvale Tactician. Alright, that was a close one, but we got there in the end. The Opportunistic Dragon really came through there. Nice 2-for-1. Fling was also not bad that game. Basically countering there, trapped in a tower. I'm surprised that that didn't do damage to us. Maybe it's whenever an opponent. Liquidy Toast. Liquid Toast. Liquidy Toast. Alright, opponent goes first, which is fine. So we'll drop the Jousting Dummy on turn 2 here. Worthy Knight, that's pretty good against us as well. Might want to kill that next turn. So he definitely has a trick here. So I think we should just Sling Fire the Worthy Knight right now. We could also play a Trebuchet, but him getting 1/1s, how relevant is that for us? It's pretty relevant. But maybe we can play an Ogre next turn. Started trying to attack past this Spore Cap Spider with the Ferocity as well. So I don't know. I'll see. He attacks here with his 1/5. Okay, he's probably gonna Carver or something. Okay, yeah. Alright, unfortunately though, Jousting Dummy is not really what is going to help us, so we'll just play Trebuchet now and pass. Actually, Unlocked Dragon unfortunately gets blocked by this spider, so we probably want to play the Skull Knocker first. Wants to keep on attacking, that's totally fine. Oh, and active abilities can't be activated, okay. So still no, but I'm happy to trade Squire for Silver, Jousting Dummy for Squire. I mean, it's better than Spore Cap Spider, and then we'll just play our Merchant. We could also haggle and then draw a land. That doesn't really do anything though. I will block now. I don't know what he could have, and I don't really care about this Merchant particularly. So Rimrock Knight, I think then I'll play dummy. I'll play dummy so that I could use the Rimrock Knight, but not particularly good on this board. But if we draw land Ferocity plus, Rimrock Knight can get past this. Oh, that's pretty scary. Just need a land, really. Searing Barrage. We could also just kill this Innkeeper so that we just don't lose to some random card advantage. Probably makes sense. Otherwise, what are we doing? Jousting Dummy doesn't get past this. So I think I'm just doing this. So we had to use our removal on their value creatures, which is okay. I'm fine taking a damage here. I don't know why. I don't know what opponent is all about, but so Skullknocker here has pretty big drawback where they'd be able to control what they draw, but Lock Dragon doesn't get past. I guess Lock Dragon plus Rimrock Knight does, so maybe that was a mistake. So Dragon gets rid of their Youthful Knight. So I think we want to just start attacking with this Ogre. No blocks. So they will get to basically draw a card, but they are dying very quickly now. Once upon a time. Sir Conrad. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Dwarven Mine can get us a 1/1. I don't know if we want a 1/1. We could Barrage, kill the Conrad. We could Ferocity, which will force him to trade. It's probably good. Could leave back the dummy. Everything has trample now, so the Rimrock Knight here is going to be pretty effective. So that was pretty nice. And they should be dead next turn to our Barrage. So there was a question whether to play a Lock Dragon or a Skullknocker, but the Skullknocker there was actually fine. I mean, it did what it set out to do, which is a lot of damage, which is basically what this deck needs. So that's fine. Alright, this hand isn't great. Doesn't have a lot of creatures, but we are on the play. We have a Trebuchet. We have some removal. So we really just want like Rimrock Knights and stuff, which would be really good for us. It's not a great hand, but I think it's close. But I think it's a mistake to mulligan this, but we might lose. Curious Pair makes a food token. Merrily Rider. I think I don't mind just killing that right now. I think I'd rather play the Hingewalker here than Trebuchet. Rather have the 3/3 to attack as soon as possible. We could Reef Soul right now, but Reef Souling this, Trebuchet may be better in the long term, but so that was a really good turn for him. But so now we have some options. We could Ferocity, we could Crystal Slipper. I think we'll just Ferocity. If we draw a Knight, the Trebuchet obviously would be better, but Slipper means that we can also Well, anyway, if we slip this on a 2-drop, then we could get hasty ping damage, but attacking with a 4/3 Trampler seems relevant as soon as possible. We could even slipper up the Hengewalker, depending on what he wants to do. Beanstalk is kind of scary. It's going to be really hard to deal with, but at least he didn't play it this turn. Attacks for 1. So if we draw a land, we'll probably just slipper up the Trebuchet. Since we didn't, though, what are we going to play? Merchant doesn't attack past the Curious Bear, so I think we'll just attack here first. I'll haggle just to see what we draw, if it's a land. Oh, we have to discard a card first. Oh, so I just did that for no reason. Well, whatever. Should have read the card. You may discard a card if you do draw a card, so just wasted 1 mana there, but I don't really want to discard any of these right now. Probably should have just waited then, but it's okay. So if we draw land, then we can barrage this dummy. We did not draw the land, but we can play a jousting dummy anyway. So we can go like this, and play this, and attack with this. If he wants to trade for the Wicked Guardian, that's fine. Still takes 2, so all in all, a relatively good exchange for us. Next turn, we can possibly Searing Barrage and attack. Searing Barrage of Curious Pair and attack with a Jousting Dummy. Trebuchet is also dealing them chip damage here, so seem to be in okay shape. Really don't want them to get to that Beanstalk Giant though. But Memory Theft, okay, he gets a Searing Barrage out of our hand, so it's an okay turn for him. Oh, and the Merchant of the Veil, so really punished for activating that haggle ability for basically no reason. Alright, Rimrock Knights. We can boost it in attack, but we can actually do that anyway. So we're just not going to use it as a trick. We'll just play this. Play it. Oh, forgot to use the... Wait, no! Missed it. It's okay. Missed 1 damage there, but not to do. So, if we had played that optimally, we would have just won this turn. So that's definitely a mistake. If they kill our Trebuchet right now, then could very easily lose. And yeah, there it is. So, might have just lost this game, but we do have a lot of reach. We should have won, but I guess they have the food as well. But they were tapped out last turn. So, definitely a mistake, but any creature we draw could get there with a Slipper and a Ferocity, so we're not looking too bad, but not fantastic. It's kind of funny he can't attack here because of our hasty stuff. Definitely should crack that food though. Yeah, once he plays that Beanstalk Giant, it's basically game over, so if he draws a land here, I mean, we could just be dead. So that was unfortunate, definitely a mistake on my part, but we still have a chance here. If we had not adventured that Haggler, maybe we would have won. Although it's a human, so it doesn't gain trample, so we did activate once in future to draw more cards, which is a pretty good turn for him, so now we can go Innkeeper plus Curious Pair. So any of our reach damage could get there. So now we should play Innkeeper, play Curious Pair. Play land properly for the Beanstalk Giant. So all this small damage that we missed. Come on, baby. So he goes to 3. Attacks here, okay. Plays a pair, draws a card, plays a land most likely. And yeah, we're just drawing all the lands at the wrong time. So a couple misplays this game with the Haggle, with the Trebuchet. So it looks like he still hasn't drawn land, so he can't play the Beanstalk yet, but Lucky Clover, okay. And a Tree Folk, Two-Wheel Tree Folk. So Searing, Searing Dragonfire off the top wins us, but of course. So technically, if they attack with a Curious Pair for some reason and don't play anything, they'll win with a Rampart Smasher, but another Innkeeper, and then a Rosestone Acolyte to bring out a Tree Folk, or a Beanstalk Giant actually. So again, if we draw the 4 damage burn spell, we win. Probably should just have locked us out of this game by gaining life, but it doesn't matter. We just drew all lands and lose. So that was unfortunate. Big mistake there with the Trebuchet, with the Haggler, but what are you gonna do? You got 4 wins, and that's it. Alright, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, if you liked it, if you had a good time, please let me know what you think in the comments below. After all, take it easy.